Hey guys, Jeffrey's here, and welcome to episode 23 or 24. I can't remember. Welcome back to You Don't Win Anything with Kids, which is of course my Football Manager 2014 career mode as Jeffrey's United. Quick recap, partly for my sakes as well, because I have forgotten what's been going on. It's been so long since I last recorded this. Right. So, there's Eastleigh. We lost 2-0. That was an incredibly poor performance from my team. Since then, we've won 4-1 in the FA Trophy, 4-1 in the Squirrel South, and 5-1 in the Squirrel South against Western-super-Mare. Shared the goals, as you can see. So, what to do now? Well, we've got a match coming up away against Sutton United. So, I might as well show you that. Oh, actually, I just remembered something that happened. We'll wait for this ticker bar here. There we go. Danny East has joined me on loan for 3 months from Portsmouth. He is basically the replacement for, is it Harry Osborne, who was on loan from Charlton, who went back to his club. We got Danny East in as a basic replacement for him. You can see he's pretty good. Well, he's not the world's best, but he's good enough. He's the tied third best player in that position. So, do I mean that? No, he's tied top best player in that position. So yeah, we could have gone worse. That's the main thing. We could have gone worse. Don't think we'll be making any more signings now, unless we have to. Emergency signings. I've said this before. I'll say it again. You know, signing players, I can easily go like this guy here, Alex Stevens, whoever he is. I can just go in, sign him, but I don't need him. So, is there a point? I'm just going to end up filling my team with players that I'm not going to play. That I don't need, or alternatively I'm going to end up flooding my team with too many players, and then the players who I've already got in my team can end up getting kicked out because of it. I don't particularly want to do that either. So I'm happy with my team. The team's happy with my team. The chairman and the board are happy with my team. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to change anything. So we're just going to stick with it how it is. Alright, Sutton United. Gonna jump straight into this. No dilly-dallying. The lineup, pretty happy with. We've got, where's the fit? There he is. We've got everyone in peak condition. Jones is a bit shaky. He's probably the worst. Villa not brilliant, but everyone else is around 90 to 100, which is fine, which is perfect. Do we bring East in for his debut? I think he can sit on the bench. Well, he'll sit in the stands for this one actually. Yeah. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's get straight into it. Let's win ourselves a match. So yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I last recorded. I recorded a huge batch of videos where I talked a lot about upload schedules and things like that. About 3 days after I finished that batch, I finally got around to doing my upload schedule video, which hopefully you guys would have all seen by now. And yeah, you guys know the schedule. This is my main series, You Don't Win Anything with Kids. It's the series that I'm going to focus on the most. There'll be a video every day at the same time. Therefore, I need to do a lot of recording. That's a really poor start to the match. 17 seconds in and we're one... Oh, offside, that's good. I'll carry on talking about the schedule. I think it's 6 PM UK time every day. An episode of this will go up, and that includes weekends. So obviously I'm going to have to do a lot of recording on this. Yeah, basically I want to take Jeffrey's United into the Premier League. So if you think about it now, we are Championship, League 1, League 2, Squirrel Comp, Premiership, whether it's called Squirrel South. We're 5 leagues below the Premiership, so it's at least 5 seasons before I get to the big time. And if you guys think about it, if I'm doing an episode a day, it's still going to take a fair amount of time to get there. Obviously I'm not going to show every single match, and you know, I might skip, like do monthly updates at one point if it's not going to be interesting to watch every single match. But you can see why I decided to put so many videos online for this series, because there's a lot to get through. There's a lot of content. We're probably going to be going into the hundreds for this playlist. Might even have to start a new one. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy playing it, that's for sure. We're currently going to watch, I think it's Wilson who's taking it. Oh no, McGregor. He's going to bury this penalty. And it takes us one step closer to promotion. You can see we're 14 points clear. with a game in hand, I believe. Yep, game in hand. So yeah, one day, Jeffreys United will be playing in the Premier League. You guys will be witnessing it as well as me. I'm really looking forward to just getting into the Skrill Premier, to be honest. Sign of progress and things like that. It raises the club's awareness. You might be able to get a few better players in. At that point, I'll be looking to loan out a few of the lesser players in the team, and then bringing some better players in, or maybe having a little look at our youth system and seeing how good that is and what kind of players that can produce. That's a good save from Quintaka. Stephen's dallying a little bit. Delamon conceding in the corner. One thing I like doing on this game is I like working with small squads. And, you know, you've seen my squad. I've got a pretty big squad. But as good as that is for covering for injuries and things like that, I kind of like the idea of a struggling team. Like a team that they might have the money to sign the players, but they tend to spend it in other areas of the club. So like improving the stadium or improving the training ground, you know, little things like that. Because of that, you end up with quite a small squad. So you end up having to have versatile players, like a right back who can also play right midfield, and a right midfielder who can also play up front. You know, little things like that. So as soon as I can, and as soon as other clubs are interested, possibly in January of this season, if not the summer when I get promoted, I'll be looking to actually loan out a few players. And I say loan out because I don't think I want to sell them, but at the same time the club's a bit crowded, so to get rid of a few would be good. I might start by getting rid of Quintaka, because that was really poor placement for that free kick. He was nowhere near that ball as it came into the box, and he was nowhere near that ball as it flew over his head into the back of the net. So I think he needs to go back to goalkeeping school. You know, actually, I'm talking about loaning players out. I suppose a couple of them I can mention now. Players like Douglas Pringle, McConnor, Thompson, maybe Marshall, sort of thing about Marshall. Players like Peter Wilson and Francois. Just players who, they're really good players, and I really like them, and I really want them to be in my team. But at the same time, I don't want them to then be sitting on my bench the whole time because there's someone else who's got the starting role. So if the opportunity comes up for me to loan them out, be it to a team below me or a team above me, I'll jump at it, because it gives them valuable experience, which in turn could make them a better player, and at the same time it lightens up my squad list and also my wage bill. So if the opportunity ever comes up, I'll be grabbing it with both hands for sure. In the meantime, we're approaching half-time against Sutton United, and I think it's fair to say that I've seen better days. 1-1. Jones, I did say before the match, he looked a bit shaky, and he's currently in the 60s regarding fitness. So I think he's on 73 now. But you know, half-time is here. We've got Klopmas on the bench who can play at left back, so I might as well bring him in. There's Jones. There he is. Right. Start second half. Players like Drewson, I will be keeping. You kind of want... I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this, actually, because my golden rule normally is you want at least 2 players who can play in one position. So you have 2 left backs, 2 right backs, 3 centre backs, or maybe 4, or a wing back who can also play centre back, because obviously you've got 2 centre backs normally, and if both of them get injured and you've only got 1 replacement, then you're pretty screwed. So normally some kind of backup. And then the same with the midfield. You want 2 left midfielders, 2 right midfielders. The same deal with the centre midfielders, in that you kind of want 2.5, maybe, or you know, you have your third man who can also play in midfield, and then you have like half a man who can also play in midfield as well as out wide, or maybe even in defence. And then you have 2 strikers and 2 attacking midfielders with 2 goalkeepers as well. At the moment, I've got 3 goalkeepers, 4 if you count for Harvin. I've got 3 left backs, I believe. I've got 3 or 4 right backs. I think I've got 4 centre backs. And, you know, pretty much the same for the midfield. And I've got, I think it's 5 strikers now, which is a ridiculous number. You know, even teams like Manchester United don't have 5 strikers. So, it's definitely getting a bit crowded in the old Jeffreys camp at the moment. So, definitely be looking to shift out a few on loan. I know I've already said that, and I've pretty much summarised it already, but there you go. Drewson's coming on for Wilson because Wilson's a bit tired by the looks of it. So we'll see how Drewson gets on. He tends to have a goal in him. Oh, it does say Wilson's picked up a knock. That might be why he was a bit shaky. Just gotta hope for a goal. Delamond getting booked. Not smart. We're in the 67th minute. Haven't really had any more shots. Well, I mean, overall we've had 13 shots and 7 on target. 14 shots, 7 on target. But I don't know whether it's just they haven't shown them or they're just not being good enough to be shown. But this has been a really quiet game for us, which is unusual. Normally we're absolutely peppering their goalkeeper with shots, and they end up struggling to cope. But today it just all looks a bit easy for them. Let's see what Bobo can pull out the bag here. There's an interesting pass. There we go. Hopefully that's onside. Nope, offside. Well, okay, Drewson shouldn't have been offside. That was a bit stupid. But I did say he has goals in him, and he did still put the ball in the back of the net before the flag went up and the whistle blew. So, you know, the signs are there that maybe we can win this game. I would take a 2-1 victory at the moment because I imagine the team are feeling a little bit cocky because of the 2 big victories in the last couple of games, but at the same time they're also feeling a bit vulnerable because they lost to Eastleigh and they know that they can be beaten now. That was a poor ball from Beckhold. I might make my last substitution now, actually. Who can I bring on? I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to bring off Bobo and I'm going to put on Frederick because Bobo is the second worst performing player in our midfield. Via's doing bad as well, but I don't really want to bring Robinson on. I'd rather focus on the attack because we seem to be defending okay at the moment in this second half. So we'll bring Frederick on. I don't think he's played in the hole there before, so we'll see how he gets on. He might do really good. That's a good ball from Drewson into Beckhold. Go on, finish it. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, it's so unlucky for him. He's another one who has got goals in him if need be. I think that's actually his first shot in this match, but then that might be because of the system and the way Sutton have got him marked. You never know. He has pretty much dived there, though. I think it said at the bottom, so they got away with that one a little bit. They got the other guy in trouble instead. Who's coming off? Via. Oh, great. Okay. We haven't got anyone to replace Via, so what are we going to do? We're going to move Frederick into the midfield. We're going to move McGregor into the deep midfielding role, and then we'll have to pull Klopmas inside like that and have like a 3 at the back kind of thing. We'll play very tight, very narrow through the middle. Try and deal with crosses if they come down the sides. You know, unfortunately, because we're a man light now, we're going to have to let them get the crosses in, but hopefully Stevens and Cartwright can deal with those crosses without too much of a problem. The alternative is we go out all out attack and then hope for the best that the ball doesn't come near our box. So what's going on here? Delamond on the ball. You could do with passing it. There you go. Stevens, and then he's got all the space where Frederick is. That's a good ball to Drewson. I think we're sort of taking it a little bit easy now, trying to waste a bit of time. Maybe attack in the very last seconds of the game, because at least then if we come close to scoring, you know, if we score, there's not enough time for them to get back into it. If we don't score, there's not enough time for them to counter-attack. Oh, okay, we're going to score. Frederick, there we go, playing in the hole. That's only his second goal of the season, so it's a rarity really to see him score by the looks of it, but that could win us the game. So yeah, he was playing directly in the hole there. He picked the ball up in exactly the sort of position where I like a cam to operate, and he just did everything right in my eyes. He got the ball in the position that I like. He took it into the shooting area that I encourage my players to get into, and then he put it in the roof of the net. And that is the full-time whistle. So once again, guys, we've proved that you can indeed win at least a match with kids. We're cruising along at the top of the table at the moment. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest crowd that Sutton have had all season. So yeah, we're doing really well. So I guess it's time to wrap up this vid, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button, which is either above, below, to the left or to the right, or wherever YouTube have decided to stick it this month. And yeah, once again guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon.